Good morning from Gainesville, Florida, down in the swamp. I was having my coffee this morning. I've seen this article. Small town Iowa police chief charged with lying to the A.T.F. to get 90 machine guns for a department with 3 officers in a jurisdiction of only 800 residents. Likely has no need for a police force armed with 90 machine guns to keep the peace. Federal prosecutors who on Wednesday announced the indictment of A.T.F. Police Chief Bradley Went on charges of making false statements to the A.T.F. Okay, according to filings and a press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Went used his position as a police chief to obtain 10 machine guns for the official use of the police department, but later resold at least 6 of those weapons for a significant profit. All right, he also has a co-defendant, Williams. They own 2 gun stores and a security firm. Williams Contracting, a business Williams owned that is federally licensed as a firearms dealer. Anyway, we're not talking about rifles like M16 variant called the M4 carbine that law enforcement carry. We've all seen them on TV with their M4 carbines. That's their rifle. We're not talking about those. We're talking about machine guns, which are belt fed. Now, this article kind of doesn't discuss much of what they actually were, except the indictment describes the firearms as a fully automatic weapon not legally available to the public, including an M60 machine gun, which is a belt-fed weapon widely used by the U.S. military. It's also against the Geneva Convention to use this on troops. You can only use it on material and equipment such as helmets, rucksacks, vehicles. It fires tracer rounds, armor-piercing and incendiary tracer, and armor-piercing. So this weapon is good out from 900 meters is the tracer burnout and 1200 meters on a point target. What would the police need this for? Why would the A.T.F. have these weapons available? If they're available for request, then you can request them and receive them and add them to your inventory. Why would this be occurring? You see what's happening with it. Prosecutors say Went sought to purchase or demonstrate approximately 90 machine guns between July 2018 and August 2022. Some of the weapons were used for public machine gun shoots, where Went and Williams charged customers money to be able to fire the weapons. Where do you get 7.62 linked ammunition from? Probably just the A.T.F. So they were not only sending him the weapons, they were sending him the ammunition. Now, this is what he really wanted. He wanted an M134, which is commonly referred to as a 7.62 minigun. Shoots about 50 rounds a second. It's a world of hurt. Went also sought repeatedly to obtain for the department a rotary M134 minigun capable of firing 50 rounds per second, usually mounted on military helicopters or Humvees. The A.T.F. Police Department does not own a helicopter. But this is what they wanted. Now let's talk about this. These weapons are available upon request from the A.T.F. So that means your local police department, sheriff's department, and state law enforcement agencies, upon request, if granted, can acquire these weapons. My call to action for y'all is to do a FOIA request and see how many of these weapons are in your neighborhoods. Because we see when you request it from the A.T.F. and you add it into your inventory, then it ends up in gun stores or being sold out on the... We don't exactly know the schematics of that scam that occurred, but we know that if this is available upon request, how many of our local law enforcement agencies have this kind of weaponry and why. So we need to do, that's my call to action for y'all. We need to do records requests for those that do records requests and find out exactly who's obtained these weapons. Thank you for your time and effort spent reviewing this. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye now.